Welcome to the Tip TV Finance Show, where we're joined by Stefania Barbaglio, who's from London South East. How are you today, Stefania?
I'm fine, Zach. Good morning.
Right, you've got plenty to talk about today. What are the stocks on the horizon at the moment?
Well, the stocks that are quite hot on the chat rooms, and I think that could be quite a good pick for investors to look at. Really, are Premier Oil, so is on the top of the most chatty stocks, and the reason is because they are sorting out their refinancing, which will be completed by late May. And last week, the final loan holder has agreed to the terms, so that's quite a good investment case, because they've got production in the North Sea and also some good project in the Falklands. So, when production turns and then they sort out the financing, so, that could be a pretty good recovery place. So
it's taken quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it took quite a while, but as you know, the oil price has been pretty bad until at the end of last year, and now is recovering. So I think for all the company, with big project, they need money to develop. They've been hit really hard. So I think Premier Oil was one of the most penalized company, the same as Rockhop, because that's one in the Falklands. So I think slowly we will see some good news coming out, going forward.
Okay, next contender, please.
Next is actually a pretty exciting company doing shale in the Beetaloo Basin in Australia. So Falcon Oil and Gas, the ticker is FOG. That company was up to 30% yesterday. Is up again over 10% today. And the interesting things about that is so there was some update on the reserves a couple of weeks ago, and that basically the share price doubled. So it looks like they've got quite an interesting assets in a share project in the Beetaloo Basin. Now, depends how they are going to commercialize that. That's really the question that that we should ask to the company. But I remember you also commenting on this company and being quite positive about it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you did.
Well, yes, I'm still very positive. In fact, I'm looking for a 45 pence technical target there, so another 16 pence to go, according to my calculation. So we'll see if that prediction happens.
Listen, it should be around 82 billion barrels of oil, there. So it's quite a big play. It's Australia, so it's not something that we are quite familiar. But I'm sure I know Philip, the CEO, is quite a knowledgeable guy, focused on the business. So I'm sure they will bring everything forward.
No, it's a remarkable transformation there. Any other companies to look at or to keep put on the watch list?
So yes, so today we have got quite a small update, but it's quite important because it just shows there are no delays and no obstacles, in bringing the project forward. So it's a 88 Energy.
Yeah.
That basically they are spudding the ice wine well in Alaska, which is an appraisal well, and that is all on schedule for April. So now this company is quite interesting because everybody thought there was only, everything was built on a binary event, which was the shale potential, which looks to be massive. But basically, it's not just that, because they've got also some good conventional to develop. So I really think that is a company that could be quite interesting to follow, until the study happens. So the rig has been mobilized. That's what they announced today. So, it's all on schedule. It's all fine. And the potential of the share could be several million barrels. So, that's a pretty big one.
Right, and so there seems to be a lot of these small caps which have been in favour coming back now, a bit like Aminax is starting to bounce back after a profit-taking, Frontera also coming back after profit-taking. Do you think there's a new phase of strength now for these little oil companies?
Yeah, I think, I mean, this year is starting in fantastic. We have got the IPO of Zenith, we have got IPO of Anglo African Oil as well. That's quite an interesting company, a producer of oil in Congo. And then we have got IPO Saffron Energy. That, you know, we interview Michael Masterman on that. So I can see quite like a positive bouncing back of oil and gas company. If they are producing, is even better. If they got some exciting exploration, you know, that is all up to the management team and their ability to develop the project, and obviously the financing backing them. So yeah, it looks, I would say, really positive.
Right, and finally, I believe we've got a date we've got a date on Saturday together at Master Investor.
Oh, Zach, we always have a date. So yeah, so we are going to see each other at the Master Invest, where actually London South East is the main sponsor for the raising stage. That's the stage downstairs, you know, where all the companies they do their presentation. So that will be hosted by Phil Thomas, who is the founder of London South East. Also, they are going to do a presentation at 9:20. About, you know, their services and everything they offer. And they also have got 2 technical seminars, one in the morning that is with Evel Knievel, right? And I'm pronouncing right?
Well, you can pronounce it however, you know, whichever way you like, actually, Steffi.
Well, so that would be quite interesting, because we are going to be discussing what is hot on the market, and Evil is going to take questions from the audience, and then, you know, London South East will be moderating that. And then in the afternoon, we will have a technical seminar with an analyst explaining about the services, the 2-level data. So, you know, everything that you can get on the London South East website as a subscribers. So that will be pretty exciting. And some interesting speech on the day. We will see, you know, fantastic Jim Mellon giving his speech. We will have also Fidelity, I think, is also on the main stage. And, you know, some other companies that they present their stories. So
well, I'll be allowing people to buy me drinks at the bar from 12 o'clock. So if anybody wants to do that,
we will be in the lounge, you know,
yes,
trying to.
Exactly. So on that note, Stefano Barbaglio from Cassio Superior Services and London South East, thank you very much for speaking with us today.